Hello, everybody. It's Larry the GM, and today we are back to do our daily Astros optimal lineup analysis, folks. And we're going to keep it short, keep it quick. To do that, help me out with the let's. Anybody watching the video, please go to YouTube and like the video there. While you're at YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, subscribe to the website at larrygm.com. Please subscribe to the website at the public page. And if you really want to make a difference with the Larry the GM website, please come to Patreon um, and subscribe to the Patreon. Big news at the Larry the GM site, and I guess I should have probably got this set up before we go, but here we go. Uh, I will share this. Larry the GM, your boy, was nominated for Team Coverage Writer of the Year. Please go to my either my Facebook or my Twitter feed, Larry the GM man, and you will see where you can go vote for me for Team Coverage Writer of the Year. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Helps the website, helps the exposure for what we try to do for folks. All right, so let's talk about Astros today, going for the sweep in Boston, and if the Astros sweep Boston today, it will essentially put Boston out of their misery as far as yes, they mathematically will still be in contention for the postseason, but guys, they will be pretty far out and really not have much of a chance. The Astros, similarly, very drastically different in that they're in a tie for first place. So every game is critical for the Astros. The three-way tie for first with Seattle and the Rangers. And so let's go for the sweep today. So the video for this will be the video when I'm complete with this will be posted right here in the article. So you can come back and watch the video again if you want. Again, if you're enjoying the article, some folks have actually said they use the data in these articles to place some wagers and have made significant amount of money. I don't write them for that, but I can understand how that could be used. Today, Cutter Crawford is pitching for Boston. He is predominantly a fastball pitcher. 68% of his pitches are fastballs. A pretty good fastball. Really, really good off-speed pitches. That split finger is the off-speed pitch. And within his breaking pitches, he also has a very, 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 very nasty sweeper. So can the Astros stay away from the sweeper and the split finger? That's going to be one of the themes today. The optimal lineup for the Astros would look like this, where you have Diaz at catcher and Chas McCormick, John Singleton, Jeremy Pena. The rest are kind of locked in. I guess Brantley not quite locked in yet, but he's about to be locked in at least every I'd say 2 out of 3 days. So the expected WOBA for that lineup, the combination that I call the ideal lineup, would be 376, very similar to last night. Just really we're talking about the pitch mix there. 6.5 runs per game. Today's lineup, Dusty is choosing to have Diaz sit. And but other than that, pretty good lineup. I mean, here's the issue, guys. Martin Maldonado is really a drag on this lineup. So you can see 352 is the expected WOBA for this lineup, 5.7. So just that simple insertion taking Diaz out, putting Singleton in, you get a huge drop, zero point 0.8 runs per game. I About 0.6 of that I would claim is really Martin Maldonado related, but that's the way it is. So Maldi in versus right hand simply costs this team over half a run per game. I am going to get progressively louder, and well, I don't know how much louder I can be than I've been all year long on Twitter and on Facebook about this. But guys, with this team, it's really coming down to like there's only one issue in this lineup every day versus a right-handed pitcher, and it's Martin Maldonado when he's in there. Yesterday we didn't have him in, and Diaz did fine, did a good job. Yes, I know Fromberg's pitching, but a question I have for folks is like, okay, if we say that we have to have Martin Maldonado catch Fromber Valdez, what happens if Martin Maldonado gets seriously hurt and is unavailable to this team in September, and in assuming they make the postseason into October, what's the answer then? And I think the answer should be Diaz should be catching both Verlander and Valdez and getting acquainted and getting aligned with them, and that's the only thing. And it would be beneficial for the lineup. So it's just silly. I'm going to start taking 3 points off. You may think that's rash or irrational, but that that's my rating system, so I'll do what I want. Finding Singleton playing time against, so people will argue like, well, why is Singleton in there, Larry? Well, Singleton's in there, and I'll jump down to the pitch mix because as I started with, Crawford has a 68% fastball rate. Sean Singleton rakes on the fastballs. Now, the data set for breaking and off-speed pitches is not really very complete for Singleton, so it's somewhat a guess what he really will do against the righty. But here you go, get the lefty in versus that 68% fastball mix. He's a better fastball hitter than Jose Abreu, better fastball hitter versus right-handed pitchers than Jose Abreu is. That's really what it comes down to. Jose Abreu, he had a good night last night, and we have a lot of hope related to that slider. He did really well against the slider last night. We're going to be monitoring that. He still for the season is not great versus the slider. So we'll monitor that. If it's Jose Abreu gets fixed versus the slider and against the changeup, then maybe you can make a better argument. But Singleton's really the option. We should have some sort of split platoon with Singleton and Abreu. I know most fans don't want to hear that, don't want to believe that, but Singleton is the right answer against most heavy fastball right-handed pitchers. Um, so my optimal lineup, like I said, 376. Dusty's lineup, 352. That is, I'm just going to deduct one for that. So here we go. That puts my score to 6 for the day. Now, guys, the top of this lineup is as shown here. Uh, it's very, very good. My dog's talking to you guys. Sorry about that. He's very, very good at the top of the lineup. So we might get better run coverage than maybe my score indicates. I'll think about that in just if they do. But here you go. That's the story. That's my rating. That who's going to rake today? Tucker, Alvarez, and maybe even Brantley. You can see the Brantley in the bright red. The old heat map methodology. You know what that means. Means it's good. Diaz, but he's not playing. Maldi, broken record, who might struggle versus the right-handed pitcher. All right, guys, that's it. Trying to keep it short. Hopefully, go Astros. Enjoy the game. A little afternoon action. Trying to get out of Boston with the sweep. Let's see what they do. Once again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the website, join in the Patreon group. And if you want a reminder, the Patreon group link is right there, right below the video in the article. Take care, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.